Okay, this is my video feedback on your blogs, and I am here on my blog. And if you haven't seen this blog post, that's probably something that you guys might want to read. I want to show you, if you haven't seen it already, that there is like the master student list that hangs off of my blog. So you can use this when you create your own class link roles in your own blogs. I'm going to go through each of your blogs and kind of point out and highlight some things that I want to call your attention to. This is Amy's blog, but we can't really tell from looking at this front page who this blog belongs to. We don't know who you are. You have your Voki, which is cool.
Hello, welcome to my blog.
But it doesn't say who you are. It doesn't personalize it. It doesn't say anything about you. Even your about document is not real personal. It doesn't say your name. You don't have to give your last name, but it doesn't say much about who you are or why we would want to visit this blog or follow what you have to say. I'd like to have a little bit more personalization and why we would want to know you and about you and read what you write. I really like the Voki and that you decided to do that. That's very cool. I think that putting ETAP 640 in the title kind of limits you in terms of the life of this blog. My hope is that you'll keep it beyond the end of the term, and if you kind of restrict it to ETAP 640, then it's pretty much just for this course. So I'm really hoping that you could personalize the title of your blog a little bit more. Excellent tags, but you have uncategorized. So the tags are awesome, but you need to address the issue of categories, and there's a difference between tags and categories, and if you're interested in learning more about that, you need to go to Digo and do a search on tags and categories. There's explanation in there about that. My short explanation would be possibly one way you could do it is use module 1 as the category and then do tags based on sort of content. So you might in this first one have a tag that is blooms, for example, Bloom's taxonomy, and the category of module 1. I really like the links and that you've done self-assessment. All the links make your posts more engaging. Note that there are comments on your posts. There's excellent incorporation of the course readings and the materials and the discussions in your blog. You need to get rid of this, or I think this is just the default that was here, and it's not really doing anything. So so I'd get rid of it unless you want to actually post something in there as sort of your first blog post. You do need to add a link role. The instructions for adding a link role to your column over here are in the course under the blogging assignment in module 1. And I guess that's it for Amy. Let's go over to Anne Marie. Again, I don't know who you are from looking at this. There's no about page. This sample page is just default. You need to get rid of this and replace it with an about page. This subtitle needs to be customized or deleted. You need to customize your sidebars, for example, over here, this is default text that needs to be replaced with something real, like something about you. You need to categorize your posts and maybe have a profile icon. I noticed when you commented back to someone, you sort of had the default, let me see if I can find it. The default icon, so I think you need to customize that to you. You need an about document. Similar to Amy, you need to employ categories and tags. There's a hello world default document that's here, and a comment under that that needs to be deleted. I don't know if you noticed, but I've used Digo to post, to highlight things and to post comments, and so you really need to have the Digo bar installed. I'm pointing to the Digo bar right in here, and that will then give you the ability to see the Digo comments and highlights and sticky notes that I have posted. You also need to add a link roll to your classmates, and review the rubric regarding links and resources. Also, that you forgot to self-assess, and all that stuff is in the rubric. Also in the assignment document, it talks about when things are due, and so you need to pay attention to that too. All right, let's go on to Anneke. Anneke, nice, really nice label. I immediately know who you are. This limits the life of your blog, like I mentioned it with one of the other ones, but so I would recommend and have you consider getting rid of that, and making it more generic. The sample page you need to delete. I would replace it with an about page. You need a customized profile icon. You need to work on your sidebar. This stuff over here needs to be replaced with something customized. All the instructions for doing this are in the blogging assignment in your module 1 for this assignment. Let's see what else. Remove the default text. Wherever you see default text, get rid of it. You need to add your link roll for all the students, your classmates in the class. Really excellent reflections and excellent voice. There's an anonymous comment somewhere in here. I think it's in the hello world. Yeah, maybe in here. Just delete it. Go into comments and delete it. Really nice use of tags and categories. Let's move on to Ben. Really nice subtitle. You have a sample page as well that needs to be deleted or replaced as made into. This is a page. So you look in your dashboard for the pages, and then just rename that, call it about, and then put some personalized information about yourself and what you're doing here in this blog. You also need a class link roll. You have 3 columns. You don't need the blog roll twice. You can see that it's here and it's also over here. You don't need it twice. Oops. You don't need it twice. So you need to customize that. You can see that I have left you a sticky note. So if you see a little icon with a number in it, the blue I've highlighted, and then the little sticky with just mouse over it, and the sticky pops up. Let's see. Again, you need to pay attention to the due dates for things. Really nice use of categories and tags. This is categorized module 1, and here are all your tags. Really nice use of that. The only other thing I wanted to mention was to think about enhancing your reflections with links and supporting resources, and making sure to bookmark those in Digo. All right, who's next? Next is Bill. Bill, your subtitle needs to be customized. So either get rid of it or customize it. This sample page needs to be customized or gotten rid of. You need an about page so we know who you are. You haven't used tags or categories, so you need to do that and get rid of anything that's uncategorized. You need to customize your sidebar here and get rid of any of the default stuff that's there. Really nice reflection and good use of your self-assessments. Thanks for remembering to do that. Again, I have left substantive comments on some of your posts and highlighted things. Oh, here's another type of a sticky. These are attached to highlighted text, and this one is just floating free. So I wanted to make sure to point those out so that you can see them when you go to your pages. Again, you need to be in, you need to have Digo installed in order to do that. All right, the next person is Catherine. Really nice subtitle. You have a class link rule that you need to add. You need to add categories and tags. A nice use of embedded videos. I saw you explaining how to do that to one of your classmates. Nice job. You remember to self-assess. That's cool too. I can't see where your links were shared with the ETAP group for these videos, so you need to make sure when you add stuff to your blog that you bookmark them in Digo. So review the blogging rubric. It is specific to the blog and different from the discussion rubric. Okay. Also, watch for my comments and my highlights with Digo. Danielle, you have a Hello World post that you need to delete. You also have uncategorized posts. Here's the Hello World. You have uncategorized posts, and you need to add tags and categories. You also need to update your blog roll. Great blog roll here. This is the first one I came across that where you've done it, but you need to update it. So check it against the list in my blog. You need to get rid of the sample page. Replace that with an about document about you. I need to see better who you are. So you could say right here in the welcome to my blog a little bit more about who you are. You could say my name is Danielle. If you're uncomfortable using your last name, you don't have to, but just say who you are. Why should we want to know you? What is this blog about? Why should we be interested in reading your blog? Yeah, I think that's it for Danielle. Let's go on to the next one, who is Diane. Good title, good subtitle. I know exactly who you are from that. You have your categories and your tags. I think you have tags set up, if not just categories. And you have self-assessed and cited and linked. You need an about document. Nice evokey. But I'd like to see an about. I love how you've done this, and this is a good example for some of the others who need a little bit of a welcome on their blogs. I tried to use the RSS feed on your blog and couldn't find it, so if you could look and add that, you do that where the widgets are under the theme area of your course. Add to the sidebar an RSS feed so that I can use that. And then I don't see any about page, so it would be good to add that. Let's see, who's next? Erin, I think. Good subtitle. Great subtitle and subtitle. Nice, this blog needs a little bit of work. Nice first try. You need to customize stuff in your sidebar. You need categories and subcategories. This blog needs an about document so we know who you are. You need to remove default text, and you need to add the class link role.